I'm going to show some clips of my absolute most favorite ballpark in the entire universe, and that's Civic Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. Now, somehow I don't have my pictures anymore. I never ran film. The last time I was there, I met the plaintiff and her family in rural Oregon, and she decided to go through my camera and look at the pictures and deleted every single one of them. I wasn't happy about that, but anyway, the clips I kind of stole are from one of the radio announcers on a different team in the Northwest League. So I kind of sort of borrow them from him because I don't have any clips, and so I'm going to show a couple, and then I'll talk a little more.
Historic Civic Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. As the seating pool's starting to fill up. See ya. This is from the booth. Another look at Civic Stadium from down at field level now. And you can see we're getting ready for batting practice here tonight. As we look back up there, if you look way up at the top, you can see a couple of the holes. That's our broadcast position out underneath the roof. And you see that the bleachers here, the little box seats, go underneath the little dugout. And that's about as much as the dugout there is. There's your panoramic view of Civic Stadium here in Eugene.
I've been here, I think, twice to watch ball games. Once with my brother Mark, and then once by myself. One of the trips that we went on that I may or may not be getting my chip, or I'm getting the chips back this weekend, Saturday. My number 2 niece has got it taken care of. I just can't remember if I've got film of us there, but we were going to go to Eugene on our way home, and we thought it might rain, and we didn't want to hassle it, so we changed our plans. Anyway, the first time we went to Civic, Mark and I had stayed in Eugene for 2 or 3 days. We went to a couple of games, and as you can see, it is a 1930s redwood, made out of redwood from Oregon by the WPA Ballpark. And we got down there like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you know, the gates open, and the Eugene Emerald players were kind of sort of warming up, and they had signed a guy named Ty Hansine. Now, Ty Hansine went to UOP. Now, you've seen the clips about seeing Steve Fisher. Well, Ty Hansine played on the same teams. So, we get to the ballpark and we walk in and we're taking pictures, and we notice it's Ty Hansine. So we call out to him, and he comes over, and you know, it's the same thing, you know, who are you and how do you know my name? So, you know, we told him, dude, I live in Stockton and I go to the UOP games, and I've watched you play. And I said, I'm incredibly impressed that you signed. They were a Cubs team at the time. That you signed with the Cubs and you're playing pro ball. So Ty, it was a TYE. If I recall right, he didn't get named until he was like 2. So anyway, so Ty, you know, we talked to Ty and take some pictures, and sadly they're long gone, but he puts us on the players list for free tickets. You know, I've had this happen twice now, and by God, it's an awesome feeling to walk up to the ticket booth and say, yeah, my name is Joe, and we're on the list. And by God, we were, so we got free tickets. So, you know, we see Ty warm up, and you know, we wave. He's he's at work. We're not going to pester him. And we watch the game, and we go down to the dugout at the end of the game to, thank him for the tickets and, wish him well. And he gives me a bat. I had that bat forever, and I lost the bat in the fire. I was going to keep that bat till goddamn kingdom come. So anyway, it is a tremendous place for a ball game. In fact, when Mark and I were in Seattle taking the tour of their ballpark, Century, or whatever the hell it's called now, insurance.com bullshit, we were at the very top of the stadium on the tour. I mean, not the actual top of the roof, but high up, and the tour guide says, well, have you ever seen been in a more beautiful stadium? And Mark and I trip over ourselves saying, well, yeah, Civic Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. And they look at us like, you're goddamn assholes. Well, we're in our A's hats. And Mark says, the Coliseum is better because it's got World Series championship flags flying there. Ah! So anyway, you're going to now see the clip of, sadly, Civic Stadium on fire. And George and I and Marie, and this is when I had my foot laid up, but we were going to go ahead and go on vacation anyway. And I was saying something like, I can't wait to go to Eugene and sit back in the old ballpark. And that's when George said, dude, you must not have seen this, but the stadium burned down. So by God, when we went through Eugene on our way home from the trip when I had my foot screwed up, we stopped and took pictures, and I may have film, but I'm going to make this anyway, at least for right this second, and I may actually add in the film at the end if I have it. But Eugene Stadium burned down, or Civic Stadium burned down. Now they play at the U of O campus in what's allegedly a really nice park, but it's not Civic Stadium. U of O didn't have a ball team for a while, and I guess the boosters raised the money and they built a ballpark, and the Emeralds now play there. Now the Northwest League is one of the leagues slated by Major League Baseball to be eliminated. So I don't quite know what's going to happen to the teams in the Northwest League. Certainly Hillsborough spent public money on Ron Tompkins Field, and they're not going to have a team. And the idea that, well, Woodbat College and or independent ball is going to draw just as well, independent ball only in a very, very few places draws well, and a lot of these independent leagues have failed. So they're selling these cities a bunch of bullshit. Now, I can tell you that two teams in the Cal League, Bakersfield and Adelano, High Desert, did have independent ball teams, and I can't think of either one as a team anymore. It's just not the same caliber play. And so anyway, here's a picture of the park burning down, and then the rubble that I took when we were there the last time I stood, and it was a sad, sad experience. So here's Eugene, here's Civic Stadium in Eugene. Thank you for watching Storytime with Joe. Enjoy your day.